We're coming back to Simon and Garfunkel.
It has been a long time. Jinx.
This is our duo. Simon and Garfunkel are another legendary duo. We haven't reached that far up there on the ladder yet. We're still working on their greatness. But yeah, apparently we still have some chemistry too. So thanks for tuning into this one. We appreciate your support. If you're subscribed, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. We hope you decide to stay with us going forward into the future.
Yeah, go hit that subscribe button and join our community.
We all do all kinds of content. We do music, comedy, sports, history, astronomy, military, whatever. So we'll do anything, basically. We like to be entertained. We'll put it that way.
Yes.
So we've got Scarborough Fair, and I believe you pronounce this as canticle. I don't know. You guys can help me with that one. Never seen that word in my life.
No, me either.
So anyways, the last song that we did, I believe, was The Boxer from Scarborough, from Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, and that was a really cool storytelling piece.
Yes, but it's been a really, really long time.
Yeah.
We did Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Yes, we did a couple versions of that.
Pardon?
We did a couple of different,
from different
renditions.
Artists. Yeah. We've done definitely a few covers of that one. I think we did Elvis. I think it was
Pentatonics, or was it
I don't think we did Pentatonics. I don't think. Are you sure we did a cappella?
I thought we did. I don't know.
We did.
Anyways, we've done, as you can tell, we've done a lot of different music on the channel.
So Hyang, we did.
Yes.
She did an amazing job at that.
Yes.
And The Sound of Silence, which is what you are thinking of.
With Pentatonics. That's it. Yeah. We also did multiple versions of that song as well.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we started the channel with Disturbed Sound of Silence. We hadn't even got into Simon and Garfunkel's version. Anyways, let's find out about Simon and Garfunkel, Scarborough Fair, and the name that you can help me with in Canticle.
Let's do it.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt, a deep forest green, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, sparrow on snow-crested brow, without no seam or needs, and echoes the child of romance. She'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to find me a acre of land, a sprinkling of leaves, parsley, sage,
Layering in this is really cool.
rosemary, and toshes the bright side. Between the salt water and salty strands, and polishes of fan, she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it in a sickle, billows blazing in scarlet battalion, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, border the soldiers.
All right, I am blown away by this. Like, the complexity in it is just wild. I mean,
Yeah, you probably didn't hear me because you're obviously listening, but I said the layering in this is very interesting.
it's exactly what I was thinking. The layering of the vocals that they're using, the way they play off of each other. The harmonies obviously sound fantastic, but then you have the usage of the guitar layering that you're referring to, which adds so much of a spacing effect. Really wild to think that this was done in 1966 as well. I mean, it seems like it's so far ahead of its time in terms of that's funny. I said time.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
But it seems like it's so far ahead of its time in terms of the recording techniques that might have been used and the creativity in the process of making a song. And really remarkable. It's very calming at the same time. It's like heavenly gospel-ish, you know?
It does have that vibe for me too. And I also find it interesting because you said that you feel like it's ahead of its time, but we had read in the brief little description that this portion of the song is actually influenced or based off of an English ballad from medieval times, which is from a long time ago, right?
That's right.
So I would be very curious to know how similar it sounds to that.
Well, I think that's that like really far back in the mix, the guitar that you can hear. It reminds me of something that you would have watched like in film.
Like a medieval movie or something. Yeah.
And they're playing that as like the guys walking through the, little village area and through the streets and the corridors and stuff. Right. Yeah. That's what it gives me the visual of anyways, which is a credit to them because they're, obviously fantastic at the songwriting.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's find out where we go. It's a short song. I can't believe we were almost done. Like I was really immersed in that, but let's get back to it.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and Tasha's the between the salt water and salty strands and polishes of pen. She'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it in a sickle, billows blazing in scarlet battalion. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and Charles order the soldiers to kill and gather it all at the bunch of peddlers they long ago forgotten. She'll be a true love of mine. Scarborough Fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
Well, that was Simon and Garfunkel, Scarborough Fair. Samantha, what are your closing thoughts?
I thought that was really unique and it was really cool, the creativity in that. I think also initially I was expecting almost like two different songs put in one, like back to back because of the Scarborough Fair / Canticle. But I think what it might have been is almost the layering of the songs, right? Which is also a different way to do kind of like a combination or a collaboration of songs.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the lyrics were blended together quite a bit throughout.
Yeah.
You are going to break that microphone today, huh?
Sorry.
It's like this third time that she smacked the microphone. So maybe it's just you were so relaxed from Simon and Garfunkel here that you've been taken
all disoriented
into different surroundings because they took you away on a cloud, because that's the feeling that it gave me was kind of putting you on cloud 9.
It's interesting because like you had said that you felt like it was very complex and ahead of its time, before its time. No, ahead of its time.
Ahead of its time.
Ahead of its time.
In terms of it came out in 1966, but
it sounded like
more
modern.
Something that people would have been experimenting with a little bit later.
Yes, but at the same time, I found like, while that is definitely true, I also found it to be calming and almost like, even though the intricacies were more complex, the elements were simple. I feel like just like their vocal.
Yeah, it was very
calming
acoustic
guitar.
orientated, right?
Yeah, so I feel like it was very like calming and like melodic.
There was like no rhythm section; it was just the bass that was driving rhythm, right? So, it was very unique, and I think that's what they're known for, right? Is their flavor that they bring to their sounds. And you know what? I think actually now that we're talking about Simon and Garfunkel, I think that the one that we did the Bridge Over Troubled Water, and maybe even the Sound of Silence one. We might have done those live.
I know we did at least one of those live.
We definitely did one of them. I don't know if we did both. So maybe we should revisit the studio versions now that it's been so long. And, you know, I got to be honest, I haven't been listening to those songs on my own because we've been doing so much on the channel with so much different music. So I haven't really heard it in a long time. So maybe we should come back to the studio versions and do those again now that we have more of an appreciation for, you know, the eras of the 60s and the 70s. That's a good idea. So, anyways. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button for us. And hopefully you come back and check out our next video. If you do, we'll see you then.
Thanks for watching.